I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. You call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Come on, guys.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll go for it. Lance steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
19 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the 40 now on second down, Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance. And his pass incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Trey Sermon. Touchdown! Trey Sermon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Niners 14, Raiders nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Shifts by him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
from midfield. Here's Carr, and this is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Third down here. Now a play fake. Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big third down play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the option to give to Sermon here. Down to the 25.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And Lance going to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Sermon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Sermon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Running left is Sermon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
93.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. 54.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Lance throwing complete here to Sermon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Lance now to throw. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
44, Mike, 44.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 44
From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 24. Raiders nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw his Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 13. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 83 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Carr now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. 2nd and 20.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Check. Go, Chief. Switch. Kill. Out. New strike, Chief. 734. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. The utter domination here. Just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Wide. Get wide.
Shot. 17. Black shot. Hurry. Let's go.
On first down, Lance. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second and 10.
Silver.
Lance giving it to Sermon now on the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First down, 49ers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Lance to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack on first down, Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
Good job.
Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 694.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And some space here. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Here's Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Joey Sly for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 45, Raiders 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On play action, it's Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Heavy. Under 10. Under 10. Low. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Express. Shit. Watch the shit.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. It's just me right now. It's just me and you.
Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the wings, man. 808. 54, right there. Drop deep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 54 is Mike. Express. 54. Watch 54. Hey.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
29.
Now Carr again. The open man here, Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but